Hello, welcome. Hello, um, hello. Hello. Right. Sorry, just waiting for the green light to come on. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I've got the chat open as well. I know it's a bit of an early start, so whether people are around or not, but I'll answer a few questions. Anyway, so today's the day. I'm going to go and pick up the Harley. Yeah, it was a bit of confusion yesterday afternoon. Got a call, just phoning the Harley dealer just to confirm when the bike would be ready, and then also they didn't know anything about it, which was a bit concerning from my part. So you can imagine I was kind of getting all a bit flustered. But anyway, in the end, it turned out that it was all in hand and it was going to be Saturday. I said, okay, that's fine, it's not a problem. But then I got a call saying they're probably going to be chock-a-block on Saturday. Could I come in this afternoon? So I'm hoping there isn't an issue, and I'm hoping it'll all be sorted out by today. Brilliant. So really looking forward to that. So I've already got a few things I need to do on the bike already. I am going to go and try and wrap or put some protective strips on the panniers at the back. Now, interestingly, I've been doing a bit of research the last couple of days on wrapping the motorcycle panniers in a matte black vinyl, because I know that they get scuffed really easy, and because of the material they're made of, they actually look a bit crappy once they're scuffed. And that's it, once they're scuffed, that's it, you're never going to get rid of it. And the problem is, you know, people cocking their leg over, or you get a pillion on there or whatever. So one of the problems with the actual surface or the design of the pannier is that because it's curved as well, and also because of its plastic surface, I've been told that the vinyl wrapping may not work properly. It may come off within an hour, a week, you know, a few weeks. They don't know, because it's just one of those surfaces it won't stick to. The other problem is saying if you're using vinyl wrapping which is matte black, when they heat it up and stretch it over the panniers itself, it kind of changes the colour of the matte black finish. In fact, sometimes they say it can turn into a gloss black. Anyway, I've been told that even if I went ahead with it, it's going to be about £180, which is about what, $220 in the US, something like that. Equivalent exchange rate. I don't know what the exchange rate is right now. That's a lot of money, and also they're even saying it might not even be a good job. So I've had two places say pretty much exactly the same thing. They're saying, you know, it's really not worth doing it in their professional opinion. Now, if they're professionals, and they do this day in, day out, I'm gonna kind of go with them on this. You know what I mean? So what's the alternative? Well, I've already got that vinyl wrapping which I bought off eBay, and then I popped into the Harley dealers the other day and had a chat with them about various issues, about stage 1 options and all that kind of stuff for the future. This is, but then I said, okay, do you do any paint protection panels? You know, vinyl wrapping for the panels. Anyway, the guy said no. Then all of a sudden said, yes, maybe they do. Anyway, interesting enough, the Sport Glide does offer two vinyl wrap options, one for the fairing and one for the panniers. The panniers are kind of like a strip like this. Now, I can't remember what the fairing one is, but the panniers are something like £70 or £75 or something for two strips of vinyl. And I know Harleys are overpriced and everything, but that is ridiculous. Okay, that is ridiculous amount of money for two strips of vinyl that may or may not work, may come off quite quickly. So look, this is what I'm going to do. I know what the shape, I mean, their shape is kind of long, and it's also sort of curves a little bit at the end. And that's supposed to go on the top of the pannier as well. So I'm thinking, well, actually, what I'm going to do is just make my own. And if it does a good job, what I'll do, I'll see if I can make a template for it. And what I'll do, I'll see if there's a way that I can put a free template for you guys to be able to download from the website, and then you can go and get your own vinyl bit and cut it to shape and put it on. So what I'll do, I'll make a video first of all of that process, getting the bike back and all that kind of stuff, and then obviously putting this vinyl wrap on, see what it's like, then see what you guys think of it as well. Then I'll say, okay, well, this is how I've made it, and I'll show you that. And what I'll do then, I don't know how I'll do it. Put it either in the description on the video or put it off the website, or both. You can just download, and I'll have to see if there's a way of making it a full size PDF kind of download. I don't know how you would do that anyway, but I'll probably have to give you all the whole dimensions. Anyway, so that's that. It's it's a bit of an interesting one already, that, because the as I say, they make a paint protection thing. I think obviously they know that particular material on this pannier is going to get scuffed really easily. So I think that's why they've already made this pannier protection, paint protection from stone chips and all that kind of stuff. But I think, do you know what? I think it's well worth investing in, but not £75. That's just ridiculous. I think just get some vinyl wrap. See, look, hey, you spend £4 or £5 on eBay or whatever it is, a couple of quid on eBay, just getting this vinyl wrapping, put it on and see how it goes for a few months, and just try and do the best job you can. If that works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Anyway, so you can imagine I'm really looking forward to getting the new bike today. So when I've had a big long ride into the Cotswolds yesterday, so I got back yesterday afternoon, did a couple of videos there, so hopefully you saw those as well. So I'm just trying to think, what else can I do today? Yeah, I suppose I better prep my bike now, because I'm taking it down to the dealers. I gave it a quick once over when I came back last night, just to sort out all the paperwork and make sure that's all good. I've taken the dog for a walk, he's fed, I've had my breakfast, just finishing off my coffee. What's more to say? Don't know really. Lots more videos coming, I'm sure. Lots of stuff, lots more riding videos. Yeah, the website is up and running. Obviously, it's always up and running, but blog posts are coming out as well. Now, this is the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, Harley Davidson news. And I'm not kind of, all of a sudden I'm getting a Harley and I'm a Harley Davidson expert or anything like that. I'm just finding out information. I'm putting it in blog posts as well, but I've also thought I'd share it with you. A couple of things with Harley Davidson. Don't know if you're aware of this or not, but Harley Davidson over the last few years have had a bit of a downward trend in terms of financial performance. They've been struggling with the Trump administration in terms of tariffs and all that kind of stuff. So there's a few issues going on over there, and which they've been fighting against. So one of the other big problems is the way they've been performing in terms of sales, in terms of the company itself, how healthy it is and all that kind of stuff, all the orders and everything. Now, Harley is a massive brand, of course it is, it's a global brand, but a good thing about Harley is that they have kind of addressed this in many different ways. They've had a few technical issues, a couple of recalls here and there they've had to deal with, lots of costly exercises, but they have expanded into new markets. But interestingly, there's a report came out last week, I believe it was, and I did a blog post on it, so you go and check that out. So I'm just kind of doing this from memory. But there's they're forecasting on the stock market, and analysts, they took about 18 different analysts who looked at Harley Davidson as a viable company to invest in, interestingly enough. And the interesting thing was they were saying actually Harley Davidson is a really good bet. They're saying over the next 5 years, over the next 3 years, every year they're going to see over 5% growth in the company. And by year 3, they're suggesting that Harley will be, now let me say this, it will go from a 9.3 to a 12% profit increase. So they're saying actually Harley as a company is a worthwhile bet if you're a stock investor. So I think if that ripples down and translates to, customers, what's the word I'm looking for? Not customer loyalty, but customer confidence in the brand and in the company itself. I think that can only be a good thing, really, for them. The other thing is about the new models. Another new model's coming out. Obviously, they've got the Livewire coming out, the electric bike next, in September, isn't it? Certainly in the UK. I think it's the same in the States. Now, interestingly enough, I've just heard this morning that Harley in the US, this is only in the US, this is also on another blog post as well, so go check out all the details on the website, RevelatorAlf.com, all the links in the description. But Harley in the US are saying that there's going to be a few dealerships, participating dealerships. I mean, what does that mean? We don't know. We don't know how many are going to be involved in this. But they're saying for Livewire customers, anybody who buys this Livewire electric bike, they're going to be offered free recharging of the battery at the Harley dealership or participating Harley dealership. And they're going to allow that for 2 years, and I think, off the top of my head, it was 500 kilowatts. So basically, you're going to get free charging. The problem is, with the Livewire, is that they're quoting a 140-mile range in the city, which is, fine. But, that's okay, because you're not really going to do 140 miles in the city in a day, are you? Probably not, anyway. But certainly on the open road, that's going to be a lot less. I mean, I've heard some crazy figures down to about 60 miles for that Livewire. So that's an interesting one. They're also saying, how's it going to compete with the market-leading brand, which is, I'm not sure if they're leading, but certainly the most out there who have, leading the way in many ways, Zero Motorcycles. They're about 19,000-20,000 for a new one of their top of the range, their electric bikes, their commuter bikes, and Harley coming in, $10,000 and even pounds and more. They're both touching about $30,000, £30,000 ish, just under that, I think. So that's a lot. That's a lot. To make up. So I think, really, you're looking at brand loyal potential customers here, which is fair enough. Certainly by the looks of the bike, a lot, I like the Harley look. It's got something special about it. Aesthetically, it's got something special about it. But I think they're going to have a big hurdle on the price for what you're getting, the range. I think you've really got to be enthusiastic about the electric journey, the electric venture, to be able to invest that kind of money and to make it pay for you. It's cost benefit analysis here, I think, by customers as well as dealerships as well. Here in the UK, what's happening with the Livewire sales, if you like, that not all Harley dealerships, well, I believe all Harley dealerships will offer the Livewire for sale, but not all Harley dealerships will give tech support or servicing. There will be regional dealerships who would take on the burden, if you like, because they have to invest in, electric bike infrastructure, electric bike training for staff, specialist technicians, all that kind of stuff. That will be Livewire focus. I spoke to a dealership the other day here in the UK, and they said they've already sold 2, but we're not doing any of the servicing here. That will be at another dealership, so it's about 25 miles away. So I suppose it depends how far away you live from that service centre. Are you going to be able to ride that bike to the service centre on one single charge? I don't know. It's all up in the air now, so which is going to be the best way, I don't know. Anyway, so I thought this was a bit of biking news for you. Certainly, Harley, in terms of the company, looking good for the next 3 years. Livewire project. Bike is obviously coming out. Free charging in the US. There's going to be regional tech support here in the UK, so not at every dealer's. A couple of new bikes coming out next year. Okay, check out the website there. Well, one of them, actually, the Street Fighter that they got, looks pretty darn good, actually. I do think is that, you've got the fat bob and this, and it's kind of, there's lots of similarities. They're not the same, of course, but there's lots of similarities there. So I'm not sure which way. Maybe this is where the fat bob should have gone a little bit more. I don't know. Anyway, that's just us sitting by the side. Anyway, right. So I'll catch you on the next the next live stream, whenever that is. I'm just gonna get myself sorted and go and get this bike. So can't wait. Right, catch you again. Ta-da now.